Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I did say I was going to do a garden tour this evening. I came out to water my garden, so I think it's nice and cool now. So I wanted to show you the garden, how it's coming along as May come to a close, and we're embarking on June. So I wanted to show you the progress since we had some rain that came through, and they did a wonderful job, of course, with the 511 I've been using. Now I'm gonna switch to more of the growth of my veggies. I did harvest some vegetables. I put it on my storyline, so I will post a picture in this group as well. This is subdivision. Oop, that's a squirrel running across the fence. Subdivision gardening. Subdivision gardener. So I wanted to name the topic of Tish just doing what she do. Just doing what I do with Tish. Subdivision gardener. So I live in a subdivision, and this is my garden spot in my backyard. So if you haven't seen it, I'm going to move back so you can see it. It's 25 by 25, and I made a fence to go around, and I'm still working on my gate, but I did get a fence, some lighting, and I'm about to place some more lighting in the garden area as well. I did some beds during the winter months, some new beds, as well as some trellises over there and some bamboo sticks, as well as another bed in the back. I bought some planter boxes, a lot of bamboo sticks and containers I had already. Have some Dollar Tree stackables I did as well. And I got some more things that I'm going to be planting as well. And I have a mini fruit orchard that's back behind me, as well as a flower garden. Of my front yard flower oasis is in the front as well. So let me show you some things in the garden so I can get to it, because I have to water this garden before I go in tonight as well, because I came out to water and I should have came out a little bit earlier, so I could videotape as well. So let me get to it, and I hope if you see this you can share with others, and just to remind you, to inspire you that you can grow stuff as well. It's not too late. Go ahead and get your stuff out. June is like the last month of some things they said you can plant. So if you just get a pot with some soil and plant a plant a tomato plant. Do that. A cucumber plant, a bean plant, something. Get into the habit of planting something to learn how to plant your own food. So over here is my teepee, and I placed it in 3 different containers I had. And if you see these little sticks, these are my trellises I made. When I was cleaning around a tree area and breaking down the trees, I think I showed a video of that. I took the limbs that was in good condition and everything, and I broke them down and using it as trellises if I need to. So I have some eggplants in here, as well as my cucumbers. These cucumbers that's coming up on these trellises, I did pick a couple of them on it, but some of them are still growing like crazy. There's some market moors, some straight 8s. I think that's what these are on here. That is some zinnias growing in there with some more of some eggplants. I have a volunteer flower with some onions growing in here. This is my tower with some arugula, some spinach, some chives, some flowers at the top. I think an oregano. No, what's this? Some basil, and this tears. So I wanted to show you some of the cucumbers that's growing lovely. That's one. It's one way down there There's about 3 or 4 of them over here. So it's almost time to harvest more. I did give my first harvest to one of my neighbors. Because I always, every year, when I'm planting, these are flowers in here. So whenever I'm planting and I get a harvest, I go ahead and bless someone with my first harvest. It's my thing of, just like you give your tithe to your church, your first of what you receive is your tithe, first 10%. And I feel like this first 10% of my harvest, my first harvest, the first amount that I take out, we're going to bless someone else with. So I do that every time, and I always come out with abundance. So I have, these are some tomato plants right here in the middle. And I got some basil growing over here. These are some more tomatoes. And you see I have 2 down here, nice size, waiting for them to turn. I have more growing inside. I did trim them back some because it looked like it was getting too clustered, because it need to have airflow as well. These are some more I planted in here. This is the overage in these container bags. So you got some more tomatoes growing over here. The flowers are blooming, wonderful, wonderful. And even I was able to visit one of my neighbors that I helped get their garden up and going. Some tomatoes who I blessed them with and helped her get it going because she wanted to start growing her own. So she grew the vegetables and put them in the bags and got it going. And she wanted me to see it, and I was so happy for the progress of her tomatoes. They look wonderful. So what I'm going to do probably tomorrow evening, I'll be taking a trip over there. There's some more tomatoes, and help giving her fertilizer for her plants, to show her what to do. So all these are new tomatoes. These are growing lovely in there. So we got tomatoes all in the red cages and some of these white cages. Right here down here you see a row of onions. They're looking lovely too. They always grow from seed, and down there it starts in there. This is the other grow container, and this grow container has flowers at the top, and we have different type of herbs, some basil, purple basil, kale growing in here, some regular basil, have some cilantro growing. I think I don't see any in the other containers, so that might not be cilantro, that might be something else. So we waiting to see if they'll shoot up. Right here, some more onions. These are going to be red onions, as you can see the bulb right here. Let me bring the camera down. Yeah. And over here, I harvest some radishes that was ready to come up. Small radishes, bite-sized radishes, was in the first harvest basket. And these are going to be carrots. So they're doing wonderfully. Some more flowers in the basket for pollination. And these are peppers. I did harvest a pepper. I left one up here because I wanted to make sure some more come up. That's one of my purple pepper. Not purple, the green peppers. Got some over here growing. I believe this one is a yellow pepper that's growing. It's green right now, but it'll be turning yellow. So I got all different colors of pepper, even a purple peppers over here. Purple, red, green, yellow, orange, and red, yellow, green, orange, and purple peppers all over here. These are some purple beans. I harvest some of those. And my cucumbers, I did harvest the big one already and put it in with the basket. So we do have, I think, some more growing right there. This right here is watermelon that's growing up over here. We have some cantaloupe that's growing right here, and all that back here is squash plants and some zinnias. Yep. So right here, I wanted to see, I just noticed this now today. Already, I have my first watermelon. You see it? Oh my goodness, it's growing My first watermelon growing. So proud of it. Okay, let's see. First watermelon growing. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So all this is squash and everything. It's growing lovely. Got flowers in here, squash. Let's see if any squashes. Got some flowers in here. Flowers. I hope some squash come up. I think it was some on the other one. This right here is another cucumber. Fully bloomed. Onions. Cucumbers looking. I think I plucked some from here. Oh, it's one over here. One over here. I don't know if you see it. Looking lovely. I don't know what variety is this one. I didn't see the tag down there. Some down here because a lot of them I got pickling cucumbers in, which I'm good because I'm gonna be pickling a lot of cucumbers. And this right here is also cantaloupe. Looking lovely. Growing on a trellis. And some more squash and zucchini over here. I have one that looked like a hat somewhere. I did see a squash that looked like a hat somewhere. I don't see it over here. I don't know where was it. And these are some more squash as well. Tomatoes and some eggplants back over there. So let's keep going on this last box. High-rise, and also down here you see I have to trellis some more. That is right there. Oh, cantaloupe. See, this is cantaloupe. That's cantaloupe growing there. I got to trellis it back up. There's some more cantaloupe over here trellising. And oh, I see one little, look like something right here. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see if it forms into something big. And right here we have more squash down in here growing. These are some butternut squashes. They look awesome, don't they? Wow. We got plum growing over here, back over here, and it is going all the way up here, and it's still going past it. So I have to do something. I also have some volunteer tomatoes in each one of these beds. Also, the cucumbers growing wonderfully. I did pick some. It still got some wonderful cucumbers. Look at that big one right there. Great. All down here. They're not ready yet, but they are growing lovely. This right here is growing awesome. This is my loofah. And look, and it looked like something eating it. I gotta figure it out. I gotta spray it again. Right here, see? I don't know if I'm eating it or what's going on with that. But that's the only one. So as I look at this, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing, it's growing. These are 6 feet bamboo sticks, and they are at the top. So I'm gonna try to circle right here that is growing so tall right here is a marigold plant. I don't see no more flowers, but it's still growing. Right over here is some more beans, different types of beans, string beans and stuff. The vines are growing. I haven't seen any beans really produce anything yet. We'll see what goes from that. And I have plenty of cucumbers in here, all up in here, all up in here. Wonderful, wonderful harvest. I see I have to pluck this off because they look white, like water. I don't want to see that. Cucumbers everywhere. Now back side of the squash, the butternut squash, you see more of them growing. And this is another squash plant over here. And they're growing in there. A marigold. Got tomatoes, volunteer tomatoes back in here. Some more beans, peas, growing and growing and growing and growing. And this is my onion, some more onions. Growing up looking lovely. These are looking real good. My flowers. Also right here, see how much they even going through, the vine is going through there. I'm going to have to pull it back. This is sweet potato. Growing all out the bag. The vines are just growing. So I'm going to have to, and then it look like it's trying to connect with the potato bag. So I'm gonna have to try to get this out. I might have to move it or something because it is just growing and it's going through the gate, and I don't want it to go through there. Give animals easy access to want to feed. So right over here, you see I got more cucumbers. Look at there. More. Wonderful cucumbers growing. Looking awesome. And volunteer tomatoes as well. Right here, I got this container in here. I'm going to put something in here. Late growing items. I'm going to keep dropping seeds. This right here is a bed I made. I built the back, and I have some trellises that's going up here, and these are sunflowers. Yes, sunflowers. I can't wait to see how tall they get. I'm looking for 12 feet. So this is the biggest one I have right here. Oh, look at that sunflower. Sunflower. These are sunflowers. And volunteer tomatoes in here, and basil. And this right here is another radish, carrot, and turnip is in this bed. This is another cucumber and beans over here. Cucumbers are growing like crazy, like I said. See, looking awesome everywhere. Cucumbers are. Look at this group. Wonderful. I did pick some beans off here, some purple beans. And this is my herb area. Over there, my sage and my mint is doing awesome. I got mint in here as well. You see that went to seed, went to flower, I mean. That was the parsley. I have some other parsley growing on that side. And in the middle is thyme. And that's my fertilizer in that bucket. I got some purple basil, some sage, and some caramel over there. Right in this bucket. Bin. And this one, I don't know if they're going to make it, because that's supposed to be my lavender. I got a flower growing in there, but I have always trouble working with lavender. I have some medicinal lemon scented garnish, finger roll, different. These are very good for drying out. For you can put in potpourris, make fragrances with it, or you can put in your soaps, or you can use it in your food. This right here is lemon balm. I think you say lemon thyme. And I did plant some other herbs in the same bin. If you see some little baby sprouts. Over here is Swiss chard. I never grew Swiss chard, and I got different colors coming out from here. I never grew it, so this look awesome. And I also planted some more broccoli in here and something else. I can't remember what this is, but I'll see when it comes up. And as you can see, these are this kale or kale, I believe this is doing wonderfully. It ain't bolting yet, so it's looking wonderful. And over here is the shaded area, so that's why I'm doing wonderful. And right here is my lettuce beds. I got 3 different types of lettuces in here. So can't wait to see the progress from that. And all over here is tomatoes. So we did see some tomatoes I see coming out, sprouting up from some of these tomato bushes. Trees, bushes, yeah. And it's looking awesome. And they're growing real wonderfully. And there's some more tomatoes right there. So they're going kind of slow. The ones that are going slow, I know they must be indeterminate or determinate. And then the ones that are shorter be the opposite. I don't know. I can't remember which one is which. But yeah. So, and these are my ones I have to plant because they volunteers. Except my 2 pomegranate trees. Right here. I'm going to plant those in. So that is my garden. I try to go through kind of quickly so you can see all the progress. And here's a wide view of what it looks like. Looking awesome. I am so pleased and thankful to God of the progress of the garden. And I was able to give my first mini blessing basket away to one of my neighbors. God showed me exactly who to give it to. So now I'm going to show you the progress on my other fruit trees. And I think I have some volunteer. I really thought it was flowers. I took them out of flowers we put in there, but they starting to look like eggplants. So right here is my mini fruit orchard. I have 5 fruit trees here, 2 blueberries, 1 apple, 1 peach, and 1 fig. This is my peach tree. As you can see, my peaches are looking lovely. I haven't had any problem. Starting to see little black spots right here on here, but the rest of them looking lovely. Yellow leaves are turning a little, and my limbs are turning yellow. So I have to look that up and find out. I hope nothing is going on that I don't know about. The root look healthy, and I've been watering it. And it's time for water. I gotta make sure if I'm overwatering it, did I fertilize enough, what is going on. So I'm gonna look up the details on it. If anybody know anything, please let me know, because I don't like to see those spots on here. And my leaves are turning yellow again. And now I see this right here, and I haven't seen that before. My apple tree is looking good. I got a couple apples on here. A couple of them dropped off, and a couple more growing, looking nice. I see 4. But I didn't have another apple tree, but they said this was self-pollinated. But this is always good to have 2. Right here is my blueberry. I think I'm done with blueberries for the year. Oh no, I see a couple more came out. So I did have a great harvest, a good like 3 baskets, small baskets like this, or 4 full of halfway full. So that's looking great. And over here's my figs. And the figs are sprouting up good now. You see that? Look at those figs. Looking awesome, right? Figs are looking awesome. I am so proud, especially this one over here. This one here got a couple of them. Yeah, fig tree is looking awesome. Okay, so let's keep walking. Like my new boots. And my rose bush is looking awesome, looking pretty. I did get these are dying back. Maybe it's season, but I did fertilize them, put some more soil in it, and I am watering. Time to water. But this has grown up lovely. Oh, and also I got some bachelor what is it, bachelor blue, butter blue, something like that, growing up right here with it. These are dying back a little bit. Over here, that did not do well, so I planted some seeds in there, some flowers. We'll see what happened from that. And over here I have this one looked like, I hope I didn't mess it up when I split them 2. There was 2 of them in there, and I put 1 over here, so my hope will be okay. So right now I'm looking at seeing some dying, but I see a new one coming in the middle. These supposed to be elephant ears, so I hope this one survives. So as you move forward, right here, this is another elephant ear I have, and I see a new little one coming up, and I got flowers, seeds planted around it. Right here, I'm working on my bush, cutting it back. I'm gonna show you. See right here, I want it to be even like that, with a cut in the middle, give it some airflow. So I'm working on that, and redressing it with some mulch. This is my other one right here, blessings to. And they say you don't have to know if it let it die off, and a new one will come in. And I got flowers growing around it as well, seeds. Now this is my entranceway. My potato plant is wonderful, growing up here. I've been training it to go up. This is my morning glory on the trellis. I see it in the morning. I got some marigolds over here. Some new little medicinal plants down here. I'm going to pull these out before I put them in a little pot. Got some more from seed. Flowers. I got them named down here. And over here, got some more done here. Some flowers that all from seed. Right here, wonderful. It was small. Look at it, looks so beautiful. It looked like it spread big too. And this right here, having on marigold, another one of beauty. This feel like velvet. This feel like velvet. Beautiful. These bushes that was here already, I didn't know they bloomed with flowers. So when I trimmed it, all of a sudden, then I've been fertilizing everything that's here. It's been getting the same thing. So they got a lot of flowers coming out. This is not a plant that I have here. And this one is blooming as well. This one got a couple flowers on it. I pulled out all the flowers that was in the front out of this one and put it back here because I haven't put anything in it. But I did put the one that was back there up here. So it's looking awesome. Beautiful. Doing a showstopper. And my fern. My fern is just, oh man, I can't even see the basket anymore. This is looking beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I have 2 plants at the entryway, which I'm going to be repotting them. Put them in bigger pots. And that lights up at night. Beautiful wind chime. Also over here, underneath the tree, we have my garden. This is a flower garden. Here, wildflower garden. I got some seeds from Dollar Tree, and I threw them out here. The wildflower box seeds, $1.25. I think it was $1 when I got it, and I planted them out here. Now I'm seeing wildflowers just blooming. I think I did a video on all the different flowers that's in here. Showed you the different flowers. I didn't tell you what they're all because I didn't know. And I love the beauty of them. I love it. And my, what do you call, bird feeders up here that the squirrel is trying to knock down and eat all the bird food. Look at the other one right there. He knocked that one down today. So that is it for that front area. Back with the fruit trees and my garden back here. So I just want to thank you all for coming on and looking at my end of the May garden tour of my garden 2022. And oh, right here is, I'm gonna repaint these. I got these for $2 at a yard sale, and I'm gonna use these to put back there where my sunflowers are at. So that's gonna be a wonderful backdrop. So let me turn around. Well, I hope y'all have a wonderful evening and enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your week. I might be tuning in sometime this week, but until then, be wonderful. Go outside, grow something, do something awesome. Leave a mark, leave a stat, grow something for your family. Get yourself prepared. Preparation is a must. So, be blessed. Thank you for tuning in, for just doing what I do with Miss Tish in my subdivision gardeners channel. That's what I'm called, because I'm a subdivision gardener. That's why I am, because I live in a subdivision and I'm a gardener. Have a wonderful day.